the middle of Connecticut's Tobacco Valley, perched by the Connecticut River, Hilltop Farm has been a pillar of the community in Suffield, Connecticut for well over 100 years. From starting as a gentleman's farm to being preserved on the National Register of Historic Places, Hilltop Farm's story is rich in agricultural history, environmental protection, and preservation for the community's benefit. Hilltop was first founded in 1914 by George Hendee, a historical cycling champion, community leader, and co-founder of the Indian Motorcycle Company, the oldest operating motorcycle company in the United States. For his retirement, Hendee built a gentleman's farm estate on 500 acres of land in the northeast corner of Suffield, Connecticut. There he built tobacco barns, houses for farmhands, and most notably, he erected a mammoth 20,000 square foot dairy barn. Often called Connecticut's agricultural cathedral, it boasted a milking floor, thousands of square feet for hay, a creamery, and more. For many years, Hendee made the farm thrive, until 1940, when his ill health forced him to sell. He sold his massive estate to Charles Stroh, a notable attorney and co-author of the U.S. Farm Act of 1978. He and his wife Betty expanded on the commercial farm enterprise. At its peak, Hilltop raised and bred prize beef. They also boasted nearly 10,000 chickens and the dairy parlor with award-winning Holstein cows. After Charles Stroh passed away in 1992, the farm quickly fell into disrepair. In 1999, Betty sold the farm to a private developer. In 2001, after news of imminent demolition and development, the town bought the land from the developer, including the dairy barn. The Friends of the Farm at Hilltop, also known as FOFAH, incorporated as a nonprofit in 2002 to ensure that the monster dairy barn was preserved, and to establish an educational resource in agriculture, conservation, and New England history. FOFAH is an all-volunteer, nonprofit organization that manages and restores Hilltop. In 2005, Hilltop was recognized by the National Register of Historic Places for its agricultural significance. Thanks to generous support and grants from the state of Connecticut, FOFAH was able to put on a new roof, fresh coat of paint, and repair gutters. To open the barn to the public, they extensively renovated the barn with a fire suppression system to accommodate weddings, large events, and future infrastructure. FOFAH leases 79 acres of open space for agricultural and conservation purposes from the town of Suffield. They preserve 2 bald eagle nests, have a mile-long trail and boardwalk for birdwatching, and farm tobacco by the river. The community garden, with nearly 30-plus lease spots, opened in 2013. Because of their efforts, hundreds of volunteers and members of the community participate in car shows, festivals, concerts, events, and more. In 2022, the farm store and creamery opened. Overall, Hilltop Farm has stood as a testament of New England agriculture, history, and a symbol of community persistence to keep a community space open for all.